Protesters before and after the grand jury decision not to indict Darren Wilson insist he must go to court. Long in seclusion, the police officer has spoken on American television for the first time to give his version of events. He said he had nothing to reproach himself for.
Is there anything you could have done differently that would have prevented that killing from taking place?
No.
Nothing?
No.
And you're absolutely convinced, when you look through your heart and your mind, that if Michael Brown were white, this would have gone down in exactly the same way?
Yes.
No question.
No question.
We've got one.
And he explained just how an initial altercation led to grappling over his gun, which then led to Brown running off before he was shot several
Part of the
times.
right arm.
He ignored all the commands and he just kept running. And so after he kept running again, I shot another series of shots. And at least one of those hit him because I saw the flinch. He gets to about 8 to 10 feet, and as he does that, he kind of starts to lean forward like he's going to tackle me. And I looked down my barrel of my gun and I fired, and what I saw was his head, and that's where it went.
28 and with the police force for less than 3 years, Wilson says he carried out what he'd been taught in training. This was the first time he'd used his gun on the job.
You have a very clean conscience.
The reason I have a clean conscience is because I know I did my job right.
That testimony will not convince Michael Brown's family, which vows to push for federal charges against Wilson and which says the grand jury process was rigged from the start to clear him.